Importanteng climate resilient infrastructures ang ipatukod nga gambalay o bisan unsang proyekto sa gobyerno o pribado kay makasukakod kini sa kalamidad sama sa linog, bagyo ug baha. Matud ni Engineer Alan Butuyan sa AE Butuyan Construction and Consultancy Incorporated nga sa Davao City maihap lang ang climate resilience nga mga infrastruktura.
In terms of daghan, that is a very sweeping and generic statement, no? So since the buildings are constructed at different times and at different seasons, so makita nato na not all buildings are climate resilient, no? So when we say climate resilient, we have two words na atong gi-compound. So meaning of a resilient building, it doesn't mean na it should be disaster proof. What is it resilient against? So climate. So unsa to mga hazards existing in the area? So number one is earthquake. So is it resilient against earthquake? So when you say earthquake, unsa ang behavior sa building during earthquake? Can it withstand strong ground motion? So if it can stand, meaning dili siya mag-collapse, or after an earthquake habitable siya with some minor damage but still can be useful. So you can consider that as an earthquake resilient building. Okay? Katong dili resilient, meaning after an incident, an earthquake, it will cost a lot of repairs, and then before ka makagamit ana, so it's not considered resilient.
Dihang mitayog ang kusog nga linog niya tung tuig 2019, daghang gambalay sa Davao City ang nangaliki ug naapay na hugmak nga nagbutang sa peligro sa mga tawo. Naasay na nga guba nga flood control project.
Number two hazard is typhoon. So you remember recent typhoon Odette, kusog kayo ang bagyo. And there are buildings there that are very strong in the framing, ang iyahang lawas, but the roofs are not. So meaning it cannot withstand typhoon. So dili siya typhoon resilient. Katong ganina earthquake resilient. So when you say typhoon resilient, after a typhoon, the building can still be habitable. So dili siya malupad, dili siya matanggal ang atop, then dili mabunggag ang balay, then that is typhoon resilient. Okay, and the other climate hazard is flooding. Okay, so when you say flooding, this talks about a building na siya'y protection against flooding. So unsa man na siya? So if we try to look at the flooding issues, there is a TUA. Davao City is still in the level of reaction, tawag ana kanang after a flood, no, na makita nato na ang mga tagbalay in many subdivisions, makuan sila kanang mabahaan, and then they just wait for the mercy of the flooding to subside, and then during the flooding hulat sila unsa kailangan pa nila i-rescue or manghakot sila. So that is not theoretically or specifically a resilient structure because there is so much interruption, maghakot ka.
Busa gidasig ni Butuyan ang tanang developers ug builders ingon man policy makers nga siguruhong pulido ang mga proyekto.
So all developers and builders and policy makers should address that. And wala namang ginato na mapugnan ng mga flooding while there is a government effort to continue the build project. Maghimo og mga dagko, mga massive dikes or diversion of rivers to mitigate flooding on low-lying areas. Then at the same time, developers will also be responsible nga kung naay forecast of flooding din nga area, then make sure na naay klarong drainage system sa drainage and pumping system sa ilahang area. And if dili siya developer, kung ikaw lang ordinary na mag-build kasi mga structure, then consider these things. And if you have no choice to move to a highly elevated area, kung dito lang yun ka sa flood-prone areas, then naay mga solution to make your house flood resilient at the same time.
Alang kang butuyan nga unta karon pa lang pangandaman na ang pagpundar o dibakaha ang pagpatukod og climate resilience nga mga gambalay sanglit mapahimustan kini sa umaabot nga mga panahon. Dili man mapugngan ang linog, bagyo ug baha, apan kung dunay inisyatibo og mga pamaagi sa pagpangandam, pwede kining malikayan. Eugene Hinutan, Newsline Philippines, Davao Region. Stay safe.